Hey, what is going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life and the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and every one of you. Man, holy moly, am I excited today. Why? Because I know that I'm an early adopter in this new asset class that is a digital asset space, an early adopter. We are so early, it is unfreaking believable. And what comes with being early is the ups and downs and ebbs and flows of an emerging asset class, guys. That is the fact. Listen, we're going to listen to John Deaton take a look at some of the latest John Deaton tweets. We all know what he's doing. He wrote in this motion here to, kind of brief in reference to the SEC quote unquote expert, Mr. Moody. Really, really excited about that. Attorney Bill weighs in on that as well. So that will be interesting to take a look at. Caitlin Long tells the real deal and why hashtag Gary Gensler is not your friend. She speaks the truth here. You are definitely going to want to hear that. Crypto Eddie shared a letter that was written to a congressperson. Very, very interesting response in reference to Bill Hinman and what looks like absolute corruption at the SEC while Bill Hinman was there. We'll talk about that a little bit. Jeff Booth, very, very interesting guy. He may be considered a Bitcoin master. I'm not sure. His book looks very, very interesting. I put it in, it's in order and on the way to my home. We'll take a look at that as well. Mike Lai reminded us that Brad Garlinghouse is at Davos, and he did have a chance to speak there as well. And guys, Linqto is doing some very, very interesting thing. Not only are they working on a way to provide greater access to private equities, right? In addition to accredited investors, they're looking into some crowdsourcing for those who may not be accredited investors. That's a great thing. But also building out the largest private equity exchange on the wait for it, the XRP ledger. Now, that is something. Both of those things get me really, really excited, get me really, really excited about sharing what Linqto is doing. You know, we always talk on this channel, it's about equal access, it's about leveling the playing field. It's about not only mentioning when a company like Linqto is providing greater access, not exclusive access, but greater access, but also in the decentralized financial space as well. So that's what this channel is about. We will share decentralized finance because it gives equal access and a level playing field to everyone. And if we find a company that is going in that direction, we will share that as well. All right, guys. So listen, this is your XRP Ripple daily news in around 0 to 10 minutes. Let's do it. Listen, the Bitcoin dominance is at 4.3%. Yeah, that's not a great number for the altcoins. The total cryptocurrency market cap is at 1.37 trillion. It's up 2.7%. However, Bitcoin is at $30,361 again. Ethereum is at $2,063 again. XRP is at 42.5 cents again. You see what I'm saying? It is just a sideways channel, sideways movement for a while now. It has been this way. So it's not a whole lot to report. I hope you were able to snatch up some stuff when the market was down. I hope you were able to take advantage of that if you so chose to do so. Monero's up 15% in the green on the 7-day. Still a lot of 7-day reds, a few 7-day greens. Ethereum Classic. How is Ethereum? In any case, Ethereum Classic is up 7.8%, trading at $23.75. That's great for the crypto siege's home. What else? Tezo's up 6%, trading at $2. KuCoin, its token is up 16.9% on a 7-day, right? $16.91. Phantom's up 26%. Again, these are just recovering from losses, right? Which is why we have begun to swing trade. We set aside about 0.5%, about 0.5% of our portfolio for swing trading. We'll do it to 5 to 7 assets And we will keep you apprised of how we are doing on that. Loop rings up 22.9%. Again, when the total cryptocurrency market cap was at 3 trillion at one point, if you're buying and holding, you're not making money, right? In this sideways movement, you're just not making money, right? And it's been sideways for a long time, right? So you're not making money any there. Swing trading, for me, we're looking to see how that will make money when something's going down 10, 15, 20%, when something's going up 10, 15, 20%. And you just stack up the 7 to 25%ers. You just stack them up. That is the ultimate goal. That's what we'll be doing. So, all right, guys. So the market, again, is doing what the market does. John Deaton reminds us, he says here, I encourage everyone to read the 4-page letter motion. It is packed with information, including how XRP holders took the time to try and make sure that the actual truth sees the inside of the freaking courtroom. Letter to Judge Annalisa Torres, the Honorable Judge Annalisa Torres, from John Deaton, seeking to leave to file amicus brief regarding opinions of the SEC's quote-unquote expert, Patrick Duty. Guys, make sure you go to crypto-law.us, crypto-law.us to get yourself a hold of that and take a listen to it. Did I get rid of Attorney Bill's thing? There it is. Elon uses the word, this is again from John Deaton. I think this is important to note and understand, because that dude, that pit bull, John Deaton, is on it. Elon Musk uses the word corruption when discussing Perkins, Coie, and Cooley, 2 law firms involved in the ETH free pass. Visit crypto-law.us and watch the video of Perkins Coie lawyer Lowell Ness boasting, bragging how Hinman adopted the Perkins Coie memo asking for the free pass. Perkins Coie equals member of the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance, guys. Sullivan Cromwell, Perkins Coie, it get the list, Simpson Thatcher, the list goes on and on and on. It was an obvious monopoly move, and we collectively as the XRP community have exposed it for what it is, absolute corruption. Now, Sullivan Cromwell is no joke. They have very, very powerful, the law firm is a guise, it's a mask to disguise what Sullivan Cromwell really are, which is a multinational corporation. That, my friends, is the ugly truth. And they happen to be a member of the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance. Not great. So Attorney Bill said, John Deaton, assuming the SEC convinces the judge to find that, no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted the one from Bill. He mentioned that it was a great, I must have got rid of it. It's good that John Deaton is doing this, because it will make Honorable Judge Torres aware of these affidavits, which is, I believe, it's about 3,500 or so affidavits from XRP holders and how they use XRP. So, and I think John's going to use 1,800 of them, something like that. But it'll make her aware of the fact that there is 3,500 of them, which is great. John Deaton, keep doing what you're doing, bro. We appreciate you. Caitlin Long spells out the real deal. And until people really understand the real deal, what's going on in the financial markets, the big banks control this space and they monopolize their own. So when you say the banks, it's not your neighborhood, local, community, regional bank. It's just not. Here's what it is. Almost, I don't know what TIL stands for. What is TIL? I don't know what that is. Almost every cross-border payment passes through, this is from Caitlin Long, almost every, formerly of Ripple, almost every cross-border payment passes through one of just 15 banks. This is per Geo Lieb's Gottfried Liebrandt, his book. Let me say that again. Almost every cross-border payment passes through one of just 15 banks. This is per just Gottfried Liebrandt's book. And as TransferWise recent Fed comment letter showed two United States banks have 50% share of the ACH payments market. Just two. Regulations made the biggest banks bigger. So ripe for disruption. Matt Hamilton, and again, this is Matt Hamilton said here, Ripple has been working on disrupting this for years now, despite how hard Bitcoiners want to stick their heads in the sand and ignore it. A lot of people, they keep thinking about Ripple and the digital asset XRP. And I've said this from the beginning, from day one of starting the XRP channel, although I started the channel in another space. Disruption is the big deal. That's why this cross-border, that's why the SEC lawsuit, because what Ripple is offering is disrupting that business model. The need for nostro vostro, the fact that the top, I always say the top 8 to 10 banks manipulate, leverage the other 9,990 banks. They have to pay to play. They have to pay to play. This model that Ripple offers, it's just, it provides a level playing field. It's a new network that provides a level playing field. A Ripple net provides a level playing field. And you get rid of all these nostro vostros and is having to pay this corresponding banking model that is just corrupt. That's what Ripple is doing. And the Bitcoiners, unfortunately, are missing that because they don't want to have a bank at all. The reason why you don't want to have a bank at all is because of how corrupt the corresponding banking model is. That's why you don't want to have a bank. That's one of the main reasons why you don't want to have a bank, because it's corrupt. In this corresponding banking model. So Crypto Eddie shared this. I think this is awesome. I'm going to show another thing. Crypto Eddie turned me on to what freaking Linqto is doing. Man, that's some awesome stuff there. All right. So thank you, Representative Gosar, for your thoughtful response. I'm one of 67,000 who have the same concern, represented by John E. Deaton, that believes an investigation is required based on the facts surrounding Hinman and others in this SEC mess. Justice delayed is justice denied. And this is the person responding back. I'm guessing this is Crypto Eddie, but dear Miss, and I think that's Eddie there. Thank you for contacting me about allegations of a potential conflict of interest for a former official at the SEC. I appreciate your thoughts on this issue and welcome the opportunity to respond. The allegations assert that William Hinman, former director of the Division of Corporate Finance at the ACC, made speeches to the benefit of a cryptocurrency while receiving monetary compensation from an organization with an interest in the same cryptocurrency. A nonprofit called Empower Oversight has asked the United States District Court for the Eastern District of Virginia to compel the SEC to provide more information on the matter by responding to inquiries that allegedly must be answered according to federal law. It is abhorrent that government officials would use the power entrusted to them by the people to enrich themselves and others. Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton used their official positions to trade their influence for money. That is beyond wrong. Maybe that's Republican Gosar. If this official used illegal means for his own personal benefit, then I encourage swift prosecution. However, in our country, innocence is assumed, and this man deserves a fair investigation like any other American would. Very good, very good, very good. So, again, it's making them aware of what's going on. It's making them aware. And I said this on the channel 1,000 times. Once this becomes a slam dunk, that is so obvious what took place here, So first, we have to make them aware. And the way we make them aware is by doing what Crypto Eddie did, apparently. It's Crypto Eddie. Using the crypto-law.us, and it'll hook you up with your representatives in your particular state automatically for you, basically name and address. It can be anonymous if you'd like, whatever. And you share your same concerns. You share the same concerns that if you have that same concerns, Crypto Eddie. Share it. They'll respond. It makes them aware. It puts it on the radar. They trust me when they see cryptocurrency people, they are on notice. Why? Because they know this is the new financial system. This is the new. They want our votes, and we got to let them know. We got to back it up. We got to take advantage of it. Absolutely love that. Jeff Booth. I'm getting this guy's book. It's very, very interesting. I was listening to him being interviewed by the Wolf of All Streets. Very, very interesting interview. It says, as our global economic system unravels due to the manipulation of money, I can only imagine the backroom conversations by those who gain their power through it on how to create a new narrative to centralize control by socializing the losses to their populations. Powerful statement. I did retweet that. Well said on a very important point was my tweet. It's very, very interesting. Pay attention, guys, to the bigger picture, to the bigger picture, to the bigger picture. Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of cross-border payments company Ripple, spoke during a panel discussion at the World Economic Forum 2022. Mike Lai shared that at Lions Fitness 40s. We appreciate you sharing that, bro. Cointelegraph did a little thing about it. Let's take a listen to what Brad had to say here. Very, very interesting thing. The guy tried to come at Brad a little bit towards the end of this video. You're going to want to check that out. All right, let's do this.
Well, I have a couple of reactions. One is, in some ways, she's in good company. There's others like Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger who've made derogatory comments. But not that long ago, Jamie Dimon, someone who said they thought Bitcoin was, I think, a fraud, and has subsequently come around and realized that, in my judgment, this is an industry that is not going away. It's valued today at about $1.2, $1.3 trillion. But I do think, I've spoken to Christine Lagarde personally, and I think we need to stop measuring it just by what's going on with the overall value and how are these assets being used to solve real world problems. And I think time and time again, we're seeing more and more real use cases solving real scaled problems where blockchain technologies can reduce friction measured by cost and speed in a way that I think improves the overall economy.
Does the fact that these 19,000 cryptocurrencies have been largely used as speculative assets do damage to the underlying case that you're arguing for?
I think absolutely yes. And it's frustrating. I said when there were about 2,000, so as you said correctly, there's about 19,000 today. When there were at 2,000, I got some heat from the crypto market by saying that something like 99% of them I thought would go to zero. And that wasn't a popular statement, suggesting that only 20 would be around. Well, now you have 19,000. My prediction, at least for now, has been moved the wrong direction. But, there are some tokens out there that I think are focused on solving a problem. And those are ones that I can see being used in the future. And we could give a number of different examples. Some of them are present here in Davos. But there's also ones that I look at, I hear the description, and I don't get it. And I think there is risk, as Christine Lagarde commented. They are speculative, they are risky, but that doesn't mean there isn't real opportunity.
Brad, I find this conversation refreshing. We've spoken to so many crypto experts out there who know nothing about this and who just want the gamification of it. They just want to encourage people into various Ponzi schemes. I hear what you're saying. We're great fans of what blockchain technology can do, but just to categorically say, you think most of these products are just going to disappear and investors are going to lose their money over the coming years?
I think there's a high risk that, well, certainly when you say most, meaning more than 50%, I think there's a high risk that most of this fails.
Now, how many fiat currencies in the world are there? About 180?
Yeah. Look, there is clearly examples where these can be used. What Ripple is doing with our digital asset that we use in our technology stack called XRP is solving a cross-border payments problem. And that cross-border payments problem we all have experienced When you're moving money cross borders, it is slow and it is typically expensive. There's no reason we can't use these technologies to solve that
I
problem.
hear you. And do you know what? I think more regulation, better, then we can all know what we're trading with. Why don't you want more regulation on XRP? Why are you in a big fight with SEC's Gary Gensler that's just going on and on?
Well, it is going on, and that's frustrating. Gary Gensler was quoted as saying that justice delayed is justice denied, yet at every turn the SEC has been slowing this one down. Look, we were the ones advocating for years that we needed regulatory clarity in the United States. And then for the SEC to say, hey, even though it's not clear, we're going to bring a civil lawsuit saying that XRP is a security, we find to be a bit ironic. I'm actually advocating for regulatory clarity. I've been
Not for XRP to be a security.
I think most crypto assets are not securities, and I think they are clearly commodities, and they are regulated. I mean, when people say, as Gary Gensler has said, this is the Wild West, that is not true. We're a regulated company by many different regulatory bodies today, and outside the United States, you have the regulatory clarity. Well, I have a couple of reactions. One is, in some ways,
That's great stuff there from Brad, and just reminding people, the guy tried to comment Brad a little bit there. But Brad, he's a smooth dude, right? He's a smooth dude. He gets it. So he's saying that it's not that we don't want regulatory clarity. We do. We've been advocating that for a while now. But we don't believe that the clarity on XRP is that it's a security. He's saying he believes most of the digital assets are in fact commodities, and he believes XRP is a currency like we all have. Right, and it's been used that way forever. But understand, I showed you the tweet from Caitlin Long. The greatest threat, the greatest disruptor is, in fact, Ripple's technology and RippleNet, the digital asset XRP, Ripple's product called ODL, on-demand liquidity. These are the threat. It's the biggest threat to SWIFT and the banking cartel. Make no freaking mistake about it. It's the threat. It's the biggest threat. And a lot of people in the maxi camps, they don't understand that the biggest disruptor, just like Matt Hamilton said, is what Ripple is doing with this product. It's technology in the XRP ledger and XRP. That it's not their technology, but they're using that technology. They're using XRP, the digital asset, and they're using the technology, XRP Ledger. They built a product around that called on-demand liquidity. So please understand that. I pulled this up for Linqto here because I am really, really excited that they are moving in a direction that provides a level playing field for everyone. The CEO of the company had mentioned that they are looking to provide greater access other than just to accredited investors for private equity investing. I think that's awesome. And then Crypto Eddie shared this, and I think this is huge. The world's first private equity exchange on the XRP ledger. She said that the CEO at this conference said that that's what they were building. They were building this. That's massive. And so private equity exchange on the XRP ledger would, to me, imagine equal access, right? So I'm really, really excited because the XRP ledger is open access, right? It's an open access thing. So I know Mirror Protocol has something that's it's not quite this because it's a long and short thing over there on Mirror Protocol on different stocks. But I'm very, very excited to see this decentralized. Let me see, and I believe she does mention it in this video here, right here. Take a listen to this.
Ever decentralized private equity exchanges, because it's got a lot of surprises in the story itself. But at the conference, let me tell you, the Linqto CEO, Bill Saras, he spoke about the first ever decentralized private equity exchange that he's building on the XRP ledger.
There it is right there. That is massive, massive news. That is massive news. Massive news for sure. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to end this video like I do all of my videos and remind you guys of this, that old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and I are already winning. Have a great rest of the day, guys. I'll talk to you soon. See ya.